Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing this. Yeah, we're creating a very cyberpunk, futuristic, smoky eye, graphic eyeliner. Yeah. We're creating this. We're having makeup playtime. We're just sitting down. We're playing. Truly just playing, letting the creativity flow, letting the makeup just kind of happen. And what I was going for with this look was Uncanny Valley video game-esque, like a character in a video game. Oddly, like super perfected skin that looks like plastic. And everything's very perfect, yet kind of grungy and dark. Yeah, that's what I was going for. I want to look like an android today. But more so, I want to look like a video game character. That's the vibe. And we talk a little bit about tech in the video today because there's a lot of new developments in the tech field. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of chat about that and where we think technology is going while we create this look and just have a good time. We got some bold lashes. We got some very detailed eyeliner and eyeshadow and a glossy black lip. And just really like replicant skin. I wanted it to look like plastic. So I did all I could to make it like perfect looking. But yeah, we did lots of detail on the eyes and I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I hate that I'm about to go wash my face and go to bed. Didn't have anything to do this evening and just a quiet Saturday night with myself. So I wanted to have a little playtime and just do some makeup and see where it goes. So if all this interests you, just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know down below what you think of Neuralink, Apple Vision, Metaverse, all that stuff. And do you like these futuristic makeup looks? Let me know if you want to see more of those. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into this super long video. Because girl, I know it's going to be long. I just know. Let's get to it. Right, so we're going to be doing something a little bit creative today. Let me straighten you up a little. We're going to be getting a little creative today, having some fun. I want to create something that's very Uncanny Valley, hyper-realistic, very cyberpunk futuristic looking because I'm in the mood to have some fun and just paint and get creative. And for that, we are going to use the Danessa Myricks Lightworks 3 and Danessa Myricks Groundwork to create the eye look. And I don't have a super duper clear vision, but we're gonna see where the look takes us and just experiment. I never know what to do with my hair when I do these kind of cyberpunk looks, so I just slicked it back, like literally slicked it back with some hair mask, which is what I do for the gym. I tried to find something kind of futuristic to wear, so we've got this going on, which I mean, you can't really see it too much right now, and since this is like rose gold, I did some rose gold earrings in and just kind of played. And the brows, you're probably like, girl, what is going on with the eyebrows? It's part of the look. I wanted a very structured, very fake looking brow. I want it to look very like a video game character almost type of brow. I want to look like we're living in the metaverse today. That's what we're doing. Cheers, let's get into it. This is the brown sugar coffee concentrate from Starbucks that you can get over in the coffee section at the grocery store. That and a little bit of milk. It's so good. It's so good. Such a nice treat. Obviously, we will be starting with eyes today. I have already primed them and did the brows off camera because I was experimenting and that was going to take a minute to do those because there was lots of back and forth carving things out and doing things. But I want the brows to look like CGI almost. Like I want things to look Uncanny Valley. I have a vision and I kind of tried to make them lifted a little bit. I didn't want to shave off my tails because I just grew them out. I didn't want to go shave them off again. So I'm letting them just ignore the stray hairs. Just pretend they're not there. I'm going to start with jumping into the Groundwork palette. Let's take some chiseled on a precision firm blender, or no, just a firm blender from Sigma. And I'm going to kind of just use this to start creating some structure on the lid. And just see where I kind of want to go with things. Now, hopefully in the intro you saw where things end up and it ends up good. This is one of those late night videos when you're just feeling like painting and being creative and you're just planning on taking a bath afterwards and washing your face. But I wanted to do something a little different. I haven't done anything fun in a while. I've been very neutral around here and just kind of same. So you know, let's get a little experimental with it. Hi, puppy. What? What's up? Go sit in your bed. So the general shape I'm doing is a very lifted look. Our little kind of a lifted, blown out cat eye E shape. Alright, and let's deepen up. I'm gonna go into, take a little bit of sculpted now. And I'm gonna grab that Precision Firm Blender, which is just a smaller version. Start right here above my socket line. And just going back and forth. And just kind of basically carving that out a bit. Maybe doing a bit of a cut crease type of vibe here is what I'm thinking. I'm basically placing this just below the brow bone, in fact. Going pretty high. From Blender, softening things up. And we'll continue kind of mapping. And Danessa makes me want to be creative. Now I'm going to go to the powder version of Chiseled and kind of set all that down and soften it up. But while we're doing a look like this, let's chit chat a second. So, Neuralink got its first human trial. Scary. Scary, yet there's a part of me that is very intrigued and like, ooh, where is this gonna go? The curiosity in me is outweighing the, I don't know about this. But, so, that's happening. That's happening. I haven't heard any updates as of yet of how it's going. I need to check on that. So far what I'd seen, it was successful, I believe. Like it was integrating. Wasn't being rejected anyway. And the thing is, like, brain implants do already exist. My friend's kid has one. He has, he doesn't have epilepsy, but he has seizures caused from encephalitis and some brain issues because of that. He had some brain damage from it, and he ends up with seizures. And he got an implant that helps with the signals, and yeah, so I mean, it's not like it's super far out of the realm of possibility that something like that can work, because there already are devices that do things. Like, I mean, just the technology behind my dad's defibrillator in his chest. It's a computer. It has an algorithm. It's basically a little rudimentary AI, pretty much. It monitors his heart. It reports back to the doctor when when something goes wrong. It sends an alert. It records everything and sends it via Wi-Fi to the doctor's office. And they can just pull it up and look at it there, and then they can get a printout at the doctor's office, at the emergency room or wherever. They just set a little thing there, print out all the readings, and it can tell, what his heart's doing and all the things. And the defibrillator itself knows when it needs to react to something, the level of shock it needs to do or whatever, and to get his heartbeat back to where it's supposed to be. It's not a pacemaker that he has. It's different. It is a defibrillator, but it also kind of gets the rhythm back like it's supposed, because his heart just randomly stops. That's what his condition is. It'll just quit beating, and he doesn't even notice it. Like, how do you not notice your heart stop beating? Like, he doesn't complain about anything when it happens. He's like, oh, I didn't feel anything. Except sometimes when it does shock him and it's a very hard shock, he definitely notices that, because it has sent him flying before, like literally onto the ground. And will knock him out like a little bit, like he'll black out. That's happened 3 times. Most of the times they'll do just a very small shock that he doesn't even notice. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. he definitely would not be here for years now if it wasn't for that little small device. But he has well, basically it's a type of heart failure. Alright, let's get back to I'm going to the powder version of Sculpted now. But his heart, he has an arrhythmia caused by scar tissue in his heart, and they couldn't get all of it out and find what was causing the arrhythmias. It's a whole thing. He has where his heart just kind of doesn't want to beat properly. Like, it'll skip beats, it'll just get very, very weak sometimes and kind of just crap out and shocks it right back into working. I have seen it happen before my eyes, like literally seeing his heart stop to where it was one of the more severe ones where he actually did go blank in front of me, and he was hooked up to a heart monitor. We were in the ER, and seeing the heart monitor bottom out to 0 and the alarm start going off, and then we're mid-conversation and he just kind of goes blank and just looking forward for a minute. One of those scariest things I've ever seen. I don't think I have ever ran so fast in my life as I did to the nurse's station, because nobody was there when the alarm, I hear the alarm sounding at the nurse's station from the room and no one comes. About 30 seconds later, I've never ran so fast in my life to the nurse's station down the hallway and just yelled, "His heart stopped." Hello. Because he was in there being monitored because he was he had a small blockage, and he was on the verge of having like a full-on heart attack at this time, and they put some stents in and sorted that out. Anyway, he's pretty much got a bionic heart at this point. It's crazy, the medical technology. That's the thing that I think is most exciting about Neuralink. It's not that we're gonna have internet in our brains. No, I'm not excited about that part. I'm excited about the medical capabilities that this could do. This could save or just improve the quality of life for so many people, that it's kind of amazing what could come from this technology. And also scary, because there's going to be probably a commercial use for it, as in like a smartphone. Because I think Elon's theory about like AI and stuff is that to compete with it, because it will obviously be smarter than us, like real AI, not predictive text models and kind of a little bit more rudimentary AI that we have now. Like, to me, the AI currently isn't sentient. It isn't like AI like you see on TV. Like, ChatGPT is basically a search engine that's just kind of fancy, and like in Midjourney, they're predictive algorithms a lot of times, and they're just sourcing stuff from the internet. They're not quite as terrifying as one may think. And of course, they're still, controlled. The singularity, I don't think, has happened yet with it. But I was listening to Elon speak about AI. I like technology. This is something that I nerd out on big time. And he was saying the way, like, basically, you kind of need to become one with it. And I think that is what is referred to as like the singularity. It's becoming one with the tech, and that's the only way to really be able to compete with it. I think that was on Joe Rogan at one point. He was talking about that. And the Apple Vision, that I think is definitely stepping towards that more Neuralink type of life, of having basically a heads-up display and being able to interact with it with your hands and stuff. That's crazy to me. I want to play with an Apple Vision so bad. I want to see what that is about. That is also a spooky technology in a way, but also looks very, very, very interesting. I'm like, gosh, I just want to piddle around with it. Like, I don't want to use it, but I want to test it. Should I start a tech testing channel? Alright, just blending that out. Now I'm going to go into Tourmaline, which is the black eyeshadow in here. I'm going to take the cream version, and I'm going to grab it on a liner brush to start out here. I'm going to map a line. Actually, I'm going to start here at the outer corner and do this. And then pull it back in. Like so. And try to match it on the other side. Well, not bad for first try there. I'm getting better at this type of thing. But like something like Neuralink and all that I worry about that kind of technology because of bad actors. That like, you know, your Facebook gets hacked. Like, you know, how older people might get their Facebooks hacked a lot. I love the memes about how it's just gonna be the never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, blasting in your head through your Neuralink when you get hacked or somebody memes you. Oh my goodness. I also love that meme has stuck around for so long. That was like one of the first like real like viral things. I remember that from LiveJournal days, okay? I've been terminally online since I was allowed on the internet, like, I don't know, 13. And I've watched the evolution of the meme and all that and just love it. But man, can you imagine what meme culture is going to be like then? Where our brains are not ready. Because that is one thing that I think I mentioned before, is I don't think the human brain is ready for this rapid progression of tech. It's so much and so fast. It's to wrap our heads around it as it comes out. I am taking the powder, tourmaline. I've already seen videos of people driving Teslas with the Apple Vision thing on. Like, oh, this is not good. This is not going to be good. I know the Tesla can pretty much drive itself for the most part, and that you can still see through the Apple Vision, but it's not going to be good. Someone likes to make it have a Cybertruck with it. Okay, I know that everybody thinks a Cybertruck is ugly. I want it. I want a Cybertruck. I don't care. They're cool looking. Weird brutalist design. They're hideous in the coolest way. I'm here for it. And also another cool technology update is something I use had shimmer in it. I believe it's BMW is moving away from EVs and devoting everything into hydrogen powered vehicles. I know there was a breakthrough a while back with hydrogen technology, and yeah, so I'm interested to see where that goes. I think alternative energy sources are really interesting, and that it's nice to have that competition out there. Like, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. I think there should be a way to progress towards something different. Like, my gosh, you don't have to just abandon what you have now to go straight into the other fuel source or whatever energy source, because the infrastructure's just not there. It's gonna take time and to get to that point. Anyway, I got a lot of thoughts on these topics. This is one of those little things I nerd out on. Okay, this looks cool. We're getting somewhere. Nice. All right. You know what I want to do is I want to kind of make this line a little smoky at the top and like diffused ever so slightly. So I'm going to take some of the powder I think I've sculpted and just kind of come right above that. These are topics that I can sit here and just talk about for hours. And just seeing the stuff from like a sci-fi perspective happening is just wild and so exciting to me. I wanted to create just a little blend right there between those shades. Just a kiss of the black in there. Nice. This is cool looking. I like just this right here, honestly. Like, this is cool looking. But we're gonna do some dual chrome, so we're gonna make it fun. And especially, I think the technology of the the Apple Vision, which, you know, Google Glasses came out how long ago? And nobody cared about that. I'm just saying. Those got neglected, but it was the precursor. as much as I think that's an interesting push forward in technology, I still want no part of this metaverse situation. Absolutely not. I think it's so just, no. I still want to live in reality. And I was actually surprised that the Apple Vision glasses, whatever, I can't remember what it's called, honestly. I'm surprised it was less expensive than I anticipated that to be. I really thought that was going to cost way more. Like $3,000? $2,000? Something like that. I thought they were going to be like a lot more than that. Which, I mean, still a lot of money. I just expected more. That's the only thing about technology is it's so expensive. Like, I love getting a new phone when something new comes out. My goodness. Yeah, you're spending over $1,000 on a phone at this point. I actually haven't upgraded my phone in like 2 years because the one I got, I love. I think it's a fantastic phone. It's a Samsung S22 Galaxy Ultra or whatever. And they got the new one now, and it does not have very much of an upgrade. Like, I compared the specs, I'm like, I don't need this. I don't care about that AI image thing. And from what I've gathered, it doesn't really work that well. So, I mean, that's not a technology that I'm into there. Don't really want it. It looked almost like a downgrade as far as the camera went on it. Like, I don't know, I wasn't impressed with the specs. My husband's building a computer right now, or having one built rather, and going through like all the specs and everything. Gosh, that gets so tedious. And then comparing and contrasting. I'm not great with the hardware portion of computers. I'm better with software side of things. And even not so much that. Like, I don't know, coding or too much of any of that. I wish I did. But it's like another language to me that I'm just like, my brain breaks. Girl, I can do if MySpace HTML. That's about where I capped out. But things have gotten so easy. The average person really didn't need to know that much coding or anything like that. Like, we don't really need to know HTML. Like, you could build a website, it just kind of does it for you. Like, it's at the point where you don't really have to pay anybody to do this kind of stuff for you. I have occasionally built websites for friends and stuff, just like that. And done like some graphic design, because I enjoy doing that sort of thing. I like getting the sites made, I just don't like maintaining them. Like, I have not renewed my personal website in a while. And I really need to do that, and I keep forgetting to do it. I'm just carrying that back in, because I'm going to use that as kind of a base for what I'm going to do next. I got a vision. Trust the process. Method to the madness today. Now, I'm going to grab a Q-tip. Gonna need lots of Q-tips handy for today's look. And just tidy up a little bit as I go, so I don't lose like focus on what I'm doing. Okay, I can keep my vision clear. I'm gonna grab a little concealer brush and a little bit of concealer. I would use sandstone, but it's a little too yellow for me. And I'm just gonna tidy up a little bit right in this inner bit, just to carve it out and neaten it up. Get in here where I can see what the heck I'm doing a little bit better. Here's something I really don't love though, is AI art. I don't like it. And I see a use for it in certain elements of design, like for architecture, interior design. I see a fantastic capability there with Midjourney and apps like that. Heck yeah. But just as far as like creating art, like for packaging and stuff, I don't like that. I like the idea of being able to use it in like a design aspect of planning something out that you want to do. Definitely just like mostly in like a architectural and interior design way. But I don't like that like brands are using AI imagery for their artwork on their palettes and stuff, aside from like, unless it's just like plain font or whatever. But I mean, I'm talking like, having clearly AI generated imagery. Don't love it. At the same time, I do think you can do some cool stuff with using AI as maybe like your starting point or something. Like I can see a use for it. I used to feel that way about Photoshop when I was younger. I always thought of digital art as cheating. And now I like love digital art and learned how to use it and used it and figured out ways they can integrate in with the more analog side of things. And it's really cool. And I think that with the AI art, it'll get to that where you'll find a happy medium between it. And I do actually kind of like that Facebook and Meta, Meta is gonna like label AI imagery. I think that's smart, especially for coming up on election year and deep fakes and all of that and AI images. That can really, some skeevy stuff can happen with that, and I think it's very smart to have that labeled if it's done accurately, and because there are people out there who want to do bad things and spread fake stuff just for the chaos factor. Do a little perfecting. Now this is cool right here. Like honestly, this is a vibe. It's a vibe. I might have to do something kind of like this as a standalone video, just like really leaning into the more neutrally stuff. I know I did a kind of a soft version of this, but I'm going to do like something like this that is dramatic, but focus more on it. And that's what we're doing now. We're going to jump over to Lightworks 3 from Danessa Myricks. This palette has made me actually really want the big one. And I'm going to start with the shade Aurora. And Aurora is this beauty right here that flashes purple to green. We're going to put that maybe right out here in the blank spot. Oh, yeah. That's pretty. Really got it on. I'm over here like, that's pretty. I can just tell, okay? I haven't used this shade yet. I do have a short using Galaxy and Martian. That was fun. And I actually kind of tried to do it in a little bit more of a wearable way with the dual chromes and keep it a little more chill. But that's not the case today. Just carefully paint that in on that blank spot. That is nice. Right over just a little bit. Onto the lid. Very cool. You know what, on this outermost part, I am going to take a little bit of Galaxy and just layer a touch of that in there because I think it would like merge into that really well. Yeah. Girl, I'm having so much fun right now. Yes, you're talking about technology. But anyway, reason I bring it up. Let me know. Like, what do you think about that kind of stuff? Like, what do you think about the future of tech and where things are going with it? Are you scared? Are you excited? And I think it's okay to be scared and excited because I'm a little nervous about it. But I'm also excited. I don't know what's outweighing what. I'm bringing a bit more Aurora and a bit further here. So I'm just gonna take Aurora onto all the blank spot. In fact, layer that right out here. So there's a little bit more depth. All right, now I'm gonna take Strawberry Moon. I'll put that right here. And let it come hug right where it's gonna meet up to that black line. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And let's take a touch of Martian on the inner part here. Just bounce into everything. Get kiss that blue. I'm gonna clean this liner brush off and I'm gonna take some Strawberry Moon on it. I can really focus that right there. I'm gonna take some Aurora on the liner brush and just come right up against that. All right, I'm gonna jump back over to Groundwork, go back into the black, clean that liner brush off again, neaten up. I'm gonna take it in the black cream portion of tourmaline. Line the upper lash line a bit. Clean this little brush off, and let's actually grab a little bit of bark here. And come just right there. It's a very soft blend. Back to Lightworks 3. And I'm going to pick up some of Strawberry Moon on the liner brush because I want this to be very concentrated and kind of precise. I am going to take just a small spritz of setting spray with the shadow already on the brush. That way we don't mess up the palette. Just to kind of get some control with it. There we go. Taking just a little bit of Martian just underneath that line. Okay. Now I'm going to grab Q-tip. I'm going to tidy right here and like just clean that up. And then I'm going to take my concealer brush again and a bit of concealer back of my hand. I'm using the IRL filter concealer. I'm going to come right here. This inner bit. I got a vision. Again, I got a vision. We're gonna do something fun here. And just have the blend be right there. Then clean on the inner part. Now, let's move on to the skin. And then we'll return for lower lash line. I'm just gonna breeze through this part because it's gonna be so long. So long, you guys. Oh boy. And I'm just gonna let it be long because we're having a play session. We're just having fun. For the skin, for priming, I'm gonna take a combo of the Hello Halo from Wet n Wild. This is a Mega Glow little liquid illuminator here, and this is in the shade Halo Graphic. And then we might take a little bit of Flawless Filter. And I want to have just a very lit from within glow. And over top, we're going to take the IRL Longwear Foundation, which is kind of a soft matte finish. And then in the T-zone, we're going to put some of the most hardcore smoothing primer I have, which is the L'Oreal Perfecting Base, Magic Perfecting Base. First thing I'm going to do is the Halo Glow here. Actually, no, first thing I'm going to do is the Flawless Filter. Pop a little bit of that on. Just let this be kind of all over the face. I buff that out, and this is what things will start to come together. It looks a little wild right now. Kind of want the skin to look like plastic. All right, now I'm gonna take the Hello Halo from Wet n Wild. I'm gonna put this on the high points. You see, it's kind of like iridescent, duochrome-y. Very pretty stuff. If you're asking yourself, girl, what in the heck are you doing? Method to the madness. Just you wait. Just wait. Now I'm going to take some of the Magic Perfecting Base. We're getting creative with it today, alright? We're doing something. We're branching out. I take this into the center of the face so that we have a smoothness. We should have done this part first. I don't know. Now let's take some of the foundation. And for foundation, we are using the IRL Filter Foundation. And we're going to pop that on with a little Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. Okay. Super full coveragey. We are not going for skin light today, girl. We're going for plastic. Now we do a little bit of cream contour with Groundwork. I'm going to take some chiseled, the cream. Oh, it's storming. I'm gonna have to fix this brow. I goofed it. It's okay. It's okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of stone. Because I feel like it really kind of deepens up. Adds a bit more shadowiness. And go back to my beauty blender. It's my foundation sponge. And just tap over. And it just blends it all together. Now we take concealer. We're going to use the eyebrow filter concealer. And we're going to blend this out. Alright, now I'm going to set this down with some of the IRL filter powder. And if we look ghostly, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get to it. It'll be fine. It's all going to come together. Trust me. Just trust me. Alright, taking some of the IRL filter powder. Really pressing it into the skin with this Real Techniques 2-in-1 Miracle Complexion Sponge. Super set. Super set. That is a bro science life joke. Okay, I'm going to take some of the powder version of stone on this little brush here. Reinforce that. Powder version of skull of chiseled. Alright, I'm gonna grab my fluffy eyeshadow brush, a bit more chiseled on it. Hit right here. I'm gonna grab a little teeny tiny liner brush, itty bitty liner brush, and just do a little detail cleanup and like precision work real quick. And I'm gonna use my super duper magnified mirror for this. We're gonna take a little bit of the black called tourmaline and just kind of get right in there and perfect every little thing. Very precise. Sharpen up edges, all that jazz. I did fix the brow, by the way. And I'm just pulling a little bit of that black right just so thinly right there. And that's where we are. So now, lower lash line. I'm gonna take tourmaline on the same brush. I'm using the cream right now. And I'm gonna join up to that wing and come right on in. Using that little baby brush. Keeping it super tight. Alright, I'm gonna go right to the inner corner with a bit. And we're gonna just pull that out, elongate just a little. And into the tear duct. Like that. Clean the brush off. We're gonna go over to the powder version and just lock all that in. Back to Lightworks. I'm going to make sure this brush is clean. I'm going to grab some Galaxy. I'm going to paint that just right under here. Kind of tighten in. Letting it kind of overlap with the black. It's creating a really cool effect. Ooh, Strawberry Moon. Right, this little inner portion. And Martian. Even further in the inner corner. Very tight in there. That's gonna be the eyeshadow done. I know. You're like, oh, finally. Thought you're never gonna finish blending and playing. We're gonna do a little bit more complexion action. I'm gonna grab a blush. This is just kind of a mauve-y, soft blush. I'm not doing a ton of blush. It's just a little hint of it just to bring a little color in because I'm ghostly. And I'm gonna just pull it up like from the contour basically. Like this. And kind of a sculpted application. Alright, and now I'm gonna jump to an oldie but a goodie here. This is Moonchild from Anastasia Beverly Hills. We're gonna go in with Pink Heart right here on the cheeks. A little bit up here on the forehead. Do this one more in a broader application. I'm going to do just a bit under the brow bone. I think for 2025, that's a good year for the holographic makeup to come back. Futuristic and yeah. Because I think 2024 is going to be the year of glam. Glam's coming back, girl. And you know what? I'm making it come back. I don't care if it is or not. I think it's more so, you know what's happened is just people do what they want to do with makeup now. There's no like just one style. Like I feel like it's more just, you know, hey, how do you want to do your makeup? Do it. I feel like there's less distinct trends anymore. I actually really like that idea. For a little bit more concentrated glow, I'm gonna take just a touch of blue ice. This one here. But I think this stuff, these kind of holographic makeup and all that, it peaked too soon. I loved all these crazy highlighters. Multicoloredness. I loved it. Do we need a little more blush maybe? Looking a little ghostly. Too ghostly still. I mean, we're trying to look uncanny and inhuman, like robot-y. Look a little bit like an android, but we ain't trying to look like undead. There we go. That's a little better. Ain't nothing natural over here today. I'm gonna throw on some lashes. This is my lash but better. What style is this? So Real. They're the spikiest ones I had, and I thought these might be fun because they're like super spiky. I'm just gonna see how they look. I feel like some spiky lashes would look really cool with this. I've already trimmed these and had tried them on previously, and I was like, yep, nope. With a different look, and I was like, hey, these aren't the ones for this look, so I just shoved them back in the thing. But maybe for this look, they'll be the thing. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna glue these on real quick. I'm gonna let that glue dry, and then we'll blend them with some mascara. All right. I'm gonna do a little bit of setting spray and try not to hit my eyes. Just get rid of some of the powderiness that we got going on because my skin is looking very matte. Lips. You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do black lipstick. You saw it coming. I mean, did you even have to question that? Black lipstick was gonna happen today. I'm gonna use tourmaline from this palette, and first I'm gonna take some black lip eyeliner. I also need a tight line, my upper lash line. Alright, and let's line the lips. I'll grab a little flat lip brush. Take a bit of tourmaline cream. This takes maximum concentration. Okay. Should we put some gloss? Would gloss look pretty? I think a glossy lip would look good with this. Let's just do a little light gloss. Should grab this is a Colleen Rothschild lip moisturizer. It's very glossy. And there we go. I do believe this is our look all complete. Make sure I don't have black lipstick on my teeth, because that would not be good. That would look horrible. Let me complete the picture. Here we go. Alright. And now, the look is all complete. Yeah, this was a long one today. But really fun. It was just nice to sit down and play and experiment and just do something a little outside my recent kind of comfort zone. Just kind of playing and basically doing cyberpunk looks, which is what I love to do anyway. So, I mean, it's not that far out of my wheelhouse, but I had a blast. And this look, I'm just obsessed with the eyes. I do want to like actually do one that is very dramatic yet neutral with Groundwork. We will do that. And I do have the soft and graphic video I did with the Huda Pretty Grunge that is just a very soft version of a graphic eyeliner look. God, I keep feeling like it's all over my teeth, but it's not. It just... we keep staring at the mirror to make sure. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me and creating this look and just chilling, because that's what we're doing today. We were just hanging out, truly having just some makeup playtime. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.